Speaking at the Urban Mobility Conference, Priska Mayumbelo says on average 24% of the income of low-income individuals is used on transport services. She stresses that if urban mobility is not addressed, the city's residents will face increasing challenges such as inaccessibility to the CBD, longer trips, and traffic congestion, among others.
If you are using public transport in 2012, you would have taken 13 minutes on an average trip. But if we continue, we do not change things and we continue as business as usual, it's going to take you about 1 hour, 16 minutes to reach your destination. But then, of course, if we do adopt and move towards a sustainable urban transport system, by 2032, it will take you about 11 minutes. And of course, the study also considered the carbon emission. The study considered the carbon emission. By 2012, the carbon emission would have stood on 200,000 tons per year. But if we continue as business as usual, it's going to be 470,000 tons of carbon emission. But if we happen to adopt a sustainable urban transport system, we can at least look at 320,000 of carbon emission per year.
Mayumbelo calls on transportation stakeholders to work with the municipality in the implementation of the city's Sustainable Urban Transport Master Plan, which is a 20-year plan to transform mobility services in the city and surrounding towns.
Ask yourself a question to say, but why the development of a sustainable transport master plan? There are benefits that will not only benefit the citizens alone, but it's going to be good even for government and for all of us who are sitting here today. Some of those benefits are about 5 to 6% increase in Commerce region economic growth. And also, if we do happen to implement the Sustainable Urban Transport Plan, $2,000 per year is going to be saved by each poor household. Can you just imagine that? That is lovely, I think.
City of Windhoek's Chief Executive Officer called on the residents to change their perceptions around the use of municipal public transport service.
But should be a narrative that we must continue to drive to classify our minds, to understand that hopping onto a bus, which costs you not more than $10 from Vanaheda to the city, should not only for the domestic workers. Should not only be for the domestic workers. It should also be for me as an executive, because it's the cheapest mode of transportation, and it is, if you like, the fastest and safest mode at the moment. As we go in the discussions, let us look at understanding how non-motorized transportation can enable economic growth.
Currently, only 1.7% of Windhoek's population uses public buses owned by the City of Windhoek.